Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! Good ball, good take. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And now a sudden chance to counter. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now, he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Spread out to the left. Now, this could be a chance. And he's gone looking for safety. Kamavinga. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh no, he's got that wrong. No goals as yet. Mendy. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. That is lovely. He's free, he has got space. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Look at the space here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's picked it up out wide. That's a good ball. Courtois with the clearance. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Mendy. Oh, good-looking ball. Could try cutting inside here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Camavinga. Well, that has not gone well. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reached the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Democratic Republic of Congo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's tidy. There's the shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
And he shoots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Democratic Republic of Congo really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Mendy. And it's Rudiger. Valverde. That's an imaginative pass. Mbemba gets over and intercepts. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. There will be a throw-in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vinicius Junior. Twanzebe. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Democratic Republic of Congo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he was alert to it. Well, there's the clearance. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's through, it's one-on-one! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Brahim Diaz going full tilt down the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception.
Democratic Republic of Congo truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement?
Can he finish? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Changement. Le numéro 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Mendy. Rudiger.
Brahim Diaz.
He's herring after that one. Great ball, and he's in here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, shooting chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Corner number 3 coming up. Chance, surely! Madrid have the chance to go the other way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alexander-Arnold. Dink through. And he can clear it away. Goulet.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cleared without complication.
Attention, changement.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Goulet is there, and he can get that clear. It's a promising position, and he whips it. He's got full. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. Good take, and is he in?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mbemba gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Democratic Republic of Congo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Pass somewhat off target. Vinicius Junior. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, there's the clearance. Threads one in. He has a look out. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Alexander-Arnold. Here's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get on the end of this? That's a sharp pass. Tuanzebe does well to stand firm and defend it. Pressing high and with purpose. Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And he's on a charge. He is through here. Steaming on goalwards. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Camavinga. Mbappe. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. And he passes it long. passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rudiger getting this one clear.
Vinicius Junior.
And that is a little undercooked. Mendy. There's the crossfield ball.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Democratic Republic of Congo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's had a shot! It's in!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Shot could be on. Danger averted for now. Out of play for a throw. Alexander-Arnold. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, what a mistake! It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Picked out brilliantly. Goes to finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's heaved it away. Pings in across. Eder Militao gets it away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a decent clearance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Great ball, and he's in, and he shoots! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Courtois is there to clear. It's an inviting looking ball, that. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Good running, strong and purposeful. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And now they can clear their lines.
Changement. Le numéro 20, le numéro 8, le numéro 14, Kakuta. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 25, le numéro 10.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Pinches it off him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Fires it in low. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And look who gets the final say!
And talking about rising to the occasion, their supporters have gone absolutely delirious here. And the way this game was shaping, it needed one of the big names just to deliver something, anything. And the timing couldn't be better.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a... Can he finish? Valverde. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch it.
Chance for a shot! Rudiger getting this one clear.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. No luck with that dink over the top. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Driving through the middle. Real chance! And it's a goal! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Courtois. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Showing good feet. Cross needs to be... Big header! Harmlessly behind. Long ball looking to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's very neat. And it's Bellingham. Just eases him off the ball. And here's the chance to counter. Eder Militao did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. The referee's awarded a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Is there any support? He might not need it. That is a brilliant interception. Camavinga. Bellingham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he was quick to react. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's in on goal. Bellingham. Tchouaméni.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Camavinga. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Not the most accurate pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Great chance! He's missed, but not by that far. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This their second corner of the game. They've played it short.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
He's free, he has got... Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Democratic Republic of Congo certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now that's a lovely exchange. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's going to have his name taken. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control. Vinicius Junior with a real chance here. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Mbappe skims one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now he's off and running. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Closing in on... Oh, shooting chance!
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, it's a great ball here. He's had a shot! Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No way through there. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Now there's a fine ball. Camavinga. It's Vinicius Junior. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this.
Changement. Le numéro 8, le numéro 14, Kakuta. À leur place, le numéro 25, le numéro 12. Attention, changement.
Goulet. Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo. He's a Mbappe!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Oh, good ball!
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Carvajal with the foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, there's the clearance. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Vinicius Junior. A probing pass. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Tries a deft little ball. He's in plenty of space here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Arda Güler, he's picked his way through. Climbs up big. Just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
And it's Diaz. No, that's been intercepted. So what can they make of this? Brahim Diaz. Chouameni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Brahim Diaz. Mendy.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
And Güler. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So what can they conjure from this one? Looking here to alter the direction of the game. He's having a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it. Spread out to the left, looking to play him in. Carvajal deals with that comfortably. And he shoots! And he hits the net! Just cruising! And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Delivers the ball. And smartly reclaimed. And now they can clear their lines. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player.
Chance for a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Chouameni. First quarter of an hour gone. Valverde. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Steaming on goalwards. Chouameni. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Oh, there's a probing ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Mendy. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Camavinga. Here's Chouameni. Now, who's going to be first to this? They just took too long getting forward.
Oh, Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super find. He's got away. And that's been drilled in. They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. And now the breakaway. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Not the most accurate pass. And he was quick to react. What a Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it into space. Now the cross. Climbs up big! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to...
Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done...
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Good, strong hand by the keeper. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Crossed in early. Bullish header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Vinicius Junior! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here. Great chance here to level it up. Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Mendy. Early ball. Mbemba is there and he can get that clear. Corner number 3 coming up. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Democratic Republic of Congo are such an adept counter-attacking team.
There's the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Strokes it back. Ambitious ball here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Changement. Le numéro 14, Kakuta. Le numéro 20. À leur place, le numéro 12.
Stood up well to
Le
him there.
numéro 10. Attention.
Well, Peter,
changement.
just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rodrigo. Can he latch on to this? Keeper has taken decisive action.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
So their fourth corner of the game. Out to the right. Played back in. Can he get it through? Shot, surely! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
They're up to 5 corners now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that has left him in a heap. And now they can spring out of defence. Goes down, but nothing given. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vinicius Junior. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Look at the space here. Ball comes. Terrific header. Oh, crossbar. No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
That's good running with the ball. Driving through the middle. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Madrid have it back and can go again. And he's picked it up out wide. And a chance! The corner count is rising. That's 6. Vinicius Junior plays it short. There's the delivery. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Crossed in once more. Turns back here, probably the best option.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Eder Militao gets a foot in here.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! Yet another goal!